Oh, hey guys, and welcome to a new episode of
The Couch!
Dodgeball. You know Dodgeball, one of the many gym class activities you just hate. Well, in Rec Room it's basically the same, only that now it's laggy, it's bugged, and you have a ton of sweats. It's not just that one kid in class that is trying really hard to win the game, it's an entire school! Now, Dodgeball is one of these games that is much more fun in Rec Room than in real life. What do I mean by that? It's much more of a hit or miss kind of game. Actually, quite literally a hit or miss game. Both when you throw a dodgeball or try to catch it, there's always a chance that you might not catch it and instead get out. Now, sadly, that doesn't mean that it's always because you're just terrible at the game. It can also mean that the game is laggy, or someone specific is lagging. If your opponent is lagging, run. It doesn't matter if you're good. If you catch the ball and the person is lagging, or the player is just located on the other side of the earth, you'll not be able to catch the ball. Playing dodgeball against laggy players is just, well, not fun. It obviously ruins a lot of the fun because even though you're doing everything right, the game still punishes you for not catching the ball, even though you've clearly caught it and the other person's internet or ping or whatever it is still causing you to get hit. Now, don't understand me wrong. Just because somebody has a bad internet connection doesn't mean that they can get a better internet connection, because internet can be expensive. But still, if your internet connection is that bad that the ball just freezes mid-air while you throw it, then you should probably not be playing dodgeball or anything online. It's not just gonna ruin the game for everyone else, but also for the person who is lagging, because their game's lagging, people are lagging for them, then people also start hitting on the person because they're lagging and they're ruining the game, and then some of the people that lag will also get angry because they say, oh no, I'm not the one lagging, and that just results in a spiral of lag, hate, it just never stops until one of them leaves or crashes or something like that. Now, a lot of people say that Dodgeball is a broken mess. I mean, they're right. The sentence is over. This game needs fixing ASAP. Seriously, I've seen so many players that don't just complain about the game, but they just stop. The game's definitely seen much better days. Barely anyone ever plays this game nowadays. There might be 4 to 5 lobbies, but more than that? Now, the only times where we have more than 5 dodgeball lobbies is when there's a new weekly that requires you to play dodgeball. Now, I get that Rec Room is trying to make more people play dodgeball, but it mostly just results to people in just giving up and standing and waiting to get destroyed by a dodgeball. Seriously, you don't know how many people I've seen that just stand right in front of you, waiting to just be obliterated by a dodgeball. I hate these players. They're not here to play dodgeball. They're just here to get the weekly. I mean, it's totally understandable, but at that point, I'd much rather play something on the weekly that is actually fun for me. But if you think the lag and the glitches and the bugs are the only reason why people aren't playing this game, then you are dead wrong. Another problem that quite a lot of games actually have is that just since all of the newbies, the new players just leave the game, all we are left with are the really good players. You know, the quote-unquote sweaty tryhards. Again, when I say tryhards, I don't mean it in a negative way. I just mean it in a way of saying that this person right here is trying their hardest to win the game, and that's totally fine. Now, till now we've only talked about, well, how dodgeball is just really broken and that players are leaving and that we have a lot of tryhards, but what about me? What do I personally think about this game? Honestly, I don't actually hate it. Sure, there's a lot of catch-outs and bugs, and yes, that can be totally annoying, but even then, I still sometimes have that feeling to just go to dodgeball and just play a few rounds. Not all of the lobbies are automatically terrible because somebody's lagging. Just because somebody's lagging in the game, that doesn't mean that you will always get somebody who's lagging. Heck, sometimes on some days, I've never had any issues in dodgeball whatsoever. I wouldn't give catch-outs, people wouldn't give me catch-outs, I wouldn't be playing with amazing players, but they weren't also terrible. They were fine. And that makes me think, what if dodgeball didn't have all these issues? Would people play it more? Hell yeah! Of course people would play the game if it wasn't broken like this. And I just know that all games, just in general, aren't perfect. But this game is just too far from even being okay. I remember when dodgeball was played so much, not just because of hairy man legs, but just because the game wasn't as broken. Yeah, catch-outs definitely existed back then, and there were some pretty good people, but it wasn't as bad as it is now. The people that do play this game, they can be totally fine. But sometimes you just get these players that are absolute idiots. Especially with younger players, you know the ones I'm talking about. You have players that are just constantly strafing. Like, I understand that you don't want to get hit by the dodgeball, but come on, let me finish the goddamn round! But strafers aren't the worst thing. How about the people that abuse the seated mode? You don't know how many people I've seen that are just on the floor. They're not sitting on the floor, they are straight up laying down. And sometimes, even though you hit them, it just doesn't count. And then you also have the people that are in the air. They just fly, they are in the air. And it's especially bad when somebody has to also use seated mode to get up there just so they can get out the person. It is just a mixed bag at this point. Look, I don't think the game is bad, but the amount of glitches, bugs, and the amount of players which are just exploiting glitches and just straight up are playing in the worst way possible are just ruining the game. If you would take away all of that negative stuff, you would just be left with a pretty good game. Yeah, it's simple, but it is still so satisfying to catch a dodgeball, to hit someone from across the map. It feels great. Oh, and if you think this is the worst, don't even let me get started about Dodgeball League.